What's up, family? My name is Trail, and today a lot of Americans are more happier than they have been in years. And that's because millions of Americans are about to have their debt wiped clean. Yes, guys, this is no joke. This is actually about to happen. And in addition to that, Senator Joe Manchin is now saying that he is ready to negotiate with the Democrats on passing a revised version of the Build Back Better bill. Now, could this mean that a fourth stimulus check is going to happen? Well, I wouldn't go that far just yet, but it is a step in the right direction. And also, guys, hey, in the news, we have the Democrats are now pushing for $300 monthly stimulus checks. Now, this is going to help those that are struggling right now with dealing with these high food and gas prices. Now, will the Republicans get behind this piece of legislation like this to offer Americans more money? Well, let's go ahead and talk about it today. But first, as a quick reminder, on this channel, we cover everything from what's going on around the world with the stock market, with the war in Ukraine, as well as multiple daily news stories around the world. So if you're interested in any of these topics today and you want to be a part of this channel, be so kind and go ahead and subscribe to it. It's totally free. And if you end up liking today's video, then go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps out this channel. Now let's go ahead and start with the video. Okay, guys, I wanted to remind you about the free $100 that you can get within a couple of weeks. Chime Bank is now offering new customers a free $100 if you sign up, as well as setting up a direct deposit from your employer. Now, once you reach a total of $200 being direct deposited into your account, you will immediately get an additional $100 deposited. Now, I actually did this here recently a few weeks ago just to verify that everything was legit, and I received my money the same time that my $200 threshold was met. So if you have income and you want to receive a free $100, go ahead and sign up today using the link down below, guys. And then after you sign up, go ahead and share your link with your family and friends so that they can benefit as well. Now, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask them down below. Well, guys, as we enter into the ending stages of the pandemic, considering that the COVID-19 diagnosis of different people being tested positive has actually been going down here in the United States, well, Americans are probably no longer needing to get those COVID shots, as well as the testing that has been going on. And here recently, they just announced that those individuals or Americans that are uninsured or not carrying insurance are now going to be required to pay around $195 per COVID test. Now, this is for some providers. Yes, guys, according to this report, it says that several testing providers will no longer provide the COVID-19 test for free to uninsured Americans, even if they are symptomatic, saying that they will begin to charge between $100 and $195 for a PCR test. Now, Quest Diagnostics, which is one of the largest companies out there, they have stated that they are no longer going to be giving these free tests, and now they are going to bill you $125 per PCR test if they are not on Medicare, Medicaid, or have private insurance. Now, Quest started telling partners and clients that it will no longer be able to reimburse the uninsured claims due to a lack of congressional funding, which is from the government. And so now they are now going to charge you $125. So just be mindful in case you come down with a few symptoms and you want to just quickly go to your local provider to be tested if you don't have insurance. Now, obviously, if you still have some form of insurance through your employer or through some type of private insurance coverage, hey, you can probably still get that test for free, guys. I just wanted to let you guys know on that. But on to the greatest news of them all, guys. We have seen in the past, over the past month or several months, in which Senator Bernie Sanders, he says that he wants to get rid of your past due medical bills. Now, this is something that he has been campaigning for, as well as pushing for months now, and probably even years. Right here, we can see that Bernie Sanders is now calling for these medical bills to be completely wiped away for Americans. Now, he talks about how 8 million Americans continuously file for bankruptcy on an annual basis because of medical expenses. this, and Bernie Sanders wants to put an end to it. Now, his particular idea is outlined by his campaign, centers around having the federal government negotiate and pay off past due medical bills in collections that have been reported to credit agencies. And according to Bernie Sanders, this will eliminate $81 billion in past due debt. And startling figure, his plan would also help the 46 million Americans who have at least one unpaid medical bill on their credit report. Now, this is something that if you go to Bernie Sanders' website, you can also see that this is one of the top things that is listed on the front page, which says right here, guys, eliminating medical debt. He says that no one in America should go bankrupt because of medical debt. We will eliminate all past due medical debt in this country. Well, guys, hey, like I said on the thumbnail, Bernie Sanders has done it again. Yes, guys, it is actually happening right now. It says right here, medical debt will soon be removed from credit reports. Now, this is going towards Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion are now eliminating billions of dollars in medical debt from credit reports. It says that some 23 million people, or nearly 1 in 10 adults, owe significant medical debt, according to a recent Kaiser Family Foundation report. As of last June, 43 million people in the United States had medical bills on their credit report, amounting to around $88 billion. Now, the burden became worse during the COVID-19 pandemic as unemployment numbers continued to grow and the virus put an additional strain on medical care as well as consumer costs. And now Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion are the three major credit bureaus said that they soon plan to remove nearly 70% of medical collection debt from consumer credit reports. Now, starting July the 1st, paid medical collections debt will be removed from credit reports. And in addition to that, guys, the credit agencies will give consumers a year to address any outstanding balances before it becomes part of their credit file. Now, in the first half of 2023, the credit bureaus plan to remove and no longer report on medical collections debt under $500. Now, the CEOs of Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion said in a statement that this move is another step that we're taking together to help people across the United States focus on their financial and personal well-being. So yes, guys, Bernie Sanders has done it again. He has been fighting for this to happen for years now. And now it seems like it is coming to fruition. And now the three major credit bureaus are all agreeing that they will now remove these credit reportings on your credit report. So now if your credit score was being bad and being reported because of these medical bills on your credit report, hey, things could turn around very quickly, because once they remove these medical reports off your credit report, your credit score could go up, guys. Yes, this could mean you could have now a higher credit report because of this new change that is going on. And all of the thanks now goes to Senator Bernie Sanders. Hey guys, are you excited about this? I am definitely excited about this, guys, especially now that I can see some of these Americans, 43 million people, will now have an opportunity to potentially have a higher credit score after they remove these from your credit report. Let me know what you think about this, guys. Are you excited? Let me know down below in the comment section. I'm curious to see how you guys feel about this important news that was just released. But in addition to that, guys, hey, Senator Joe Manchin, he said that he is now ready to engage in negotiation. Now, I will say, where was he about 3 to 4 months ago when the Democrats were ready to pass the Build Back Better bill? But now here we are entering into the beginning of April of 2022, and now Senator Joe Manchin is saying that he is ready to side with his own party as far as the negotiations to pass the Build Back Better bill. Yes, guys, this article is saying that there have been signs recently that the Senator Joe Manchin is now ready to resume negotiations on the massive climate and social spending package that he torpedoed late last year, which was in December. And 5 people who included environmental advocates, lobbyists, affiliates and senior congressional staff members confirmed to the EAE News yesterday that the West Virginia Democrat and the chair of Energy and National Resources Committee views the April and May Senate work period as a new goal to reach a deal on the scaled back budget reconciliation bill, which is also known as the Build Back Better Bill Act. Now, over the past few months, lawmakers and advocates have been working under the assumption that these particular policies, alongside other elements of the Build Back Better bill, like lowering the prices of prescription drugs, would be the basis for moving forward. And a draft bill from the Energy and National Resources, unveiled just days before Manchin walked away from the deal, included major green policy wins like a ban on energy exploration in the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge and new royalty rates on the onshore oil and gas drilling. Now, if Manchin is preparing to now scrape his commitments blueprint and start from scratch in the reconciliation talks, that could upend expectations for renewed discussions. But yes, guys, Manchin is now changing his mind again. We have seen him be a flip-flopper over the last 6 months, and it appears that he is doing just that right now. But that is some good news, especially for the Democratic Party. And now Manchin says that he is ready to negotiate on this revised Build Back Better bill. And we have right here recently, guys, just over 24 hours ago, Senator Joe Manchin has now outlined what he calls his requirements as far as passing the Build Back Better bill. You know, as far as getting his support on this bill. If we go right here, guys, he said, and he told a group of climate activists and energy executives that he's open to supporting a revised Build Back Better bill or legislation that is going to address the three issues, which are climate change, prescription drug prices, and deficit reduction. Now, here recently, Senator Joe Manchin has some comments that he made during a closed-door dinner that was hosted by the American Clean Power Association. And in those informal talks, he outlined a deal that includes roughly around $500 billion for climate and $1 trillion in new revenue. But the senator isn't indicating any support for universal preschool or any of the other care economy proposals that were included in Biden's initial human infrastructure package. And Manchin is also insisting on reducing the deficit with at least half of the revenue from new corporate taxes, as well as the estimated savings from allowing Medicare to directly negotiate the cost of prescription drugs. Now, he also goes on and says that he remains seriously concerned about the financial status of our country and believes that fighting inflation by restoring fairness to our tax system and paying down our national debt must be our first priority in this country. And he has made it clear that he can protect energy independence as well as respond to climate change at the same time. He also continues to believe that we can and must lower the cost of prescription drugs for working Americans. So yes, guys, this is some awesome news. If this report is actually true, Joe Manchin has laid out in what he calls the requirements that is going to take him to get his support in voting and supporting this massive Build Back Better bill, which we see that he is calling for these three particular things to be included in this bill. But he also left off the preschool that was included in Biden's version of the Build Back Better bill. But overall, guys, this is definitely a positive news in the right direction. But does this mean that we are going to include a fourth stimulus check to be also added to this particular Build Back Better bill? Well, we don't know that as of yet, guys, but I will say it is a step in the right direction. And yes, we have seen from the previous stimulus number 1, stimulus number 2, and stimulus number 3, guys, we saw where those pieces of legislation were negotiated, and then at the end of it, they came back and added a stimulus check to be included in those particular bills. So will this Build Back Better bill follow in the same line in the setup that the previous stimulus packages included? Well, we sure hope so, guys. We are all calling and hoping that a fourth stimulus check will be included sometime this year in 2022. But so far, we won't know until we hear how this bill is actually negotiated going forward. Again, guys, I will keep you posted on any updates that we receive on this channel. And last but not least, guys, hey, we do have the Democrats is now pushing for more stimulus checks for the struggling Americans in this country. And yes, we see right here, guys, the Democrats are now pushing for $300 per month in stimulus checks to help Americans that are struggling to pay for these sky-high gas prices as the gallon soars past $6 in Los Angeles, California. And 73% of voters say that they actually back tax breaks on the gas bill. So again, guys, the Democrats are fighting for the American people. And that doesn't matter whether you're a Democrat or whether you are a Republican. If you are struggling in this country, it doesn't matter what party you stand for. But the Democrats are now fighting for more stimulus aid to be provided to those struggling in this country. Now, it says that with the price of gas rising across the United States, lawmakers are developing a string of proposals to help the motorists, from $400 rebate checks for all taxpayers in California to now imposing windfall taxes on oil companies or sliding scale of payments that could net families as much as $300 every single month. Again, guys, the average cost of a gallon of gas has raced past $4 per gallon amid the domestic inflation as well as the invasion on Ukraine right now. And this week alone, guys, the average price of a gallon of regular gas in Los Angeles, California hit a record of $6.01. Even as the national average continued to decline slightly from the all-time high earlier this month. We saw where the oil barrel ended up going up to $130 per barrel, and now the oil barrel has come back down around $90. However, the gas prices at the pump per gallon, it's still at all-time highs. So we obviously know that this has nothing to do with the invasion on Ukraine. It has all to do with these oil companies realizing that during this time of economic relief around the world, they are able to raise the prices of the oil gallon. So again, guys, we have got to fight them right now in this country and bring down these oil prices, because a lot of Americans are struggling right now, especially those that are still trying to recover from the pandemic, which has been for the last 24 months. So again, guys, this is some awesome news, and hopefully the Democrats are able to push this bill on over to the Senate to get it passed. But again, guys, I will keep you posted as more developments around this story providing $300 monthly stimulus checks is decided in the House and in the Senate. But again, guys, I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all that we have for you today. Now, if you enjoyed this type of content and you want to see more, hey, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like this video, then go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.